fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Let's go. I get so tired of what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I get so tired of the game not letting me jump. Come on, man. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Get in the reps, good chicken. Get in the reps. Why you pushing them in the back? Why you pushing them in the back? He gonna throw that. Let's go. Back, break. You don't want it. All right, let's go. Back, break. Come on, let me jump and block that. Come on, put your hand up. Oh, if I don't get no pick, I ain't gonna be able to get my goal. Let me jump. Come on now, let me jump. It's the last one. I can't get it. Well, I can get it if I get a pick. Throw it. Got the goal anyway. It's okay. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. You know what I'm saying? We done with the training. It's time for the game time. Let's go. Hold on. Let's make sure everybody all good. We all good with the half training. Yeah, we good. We Gucci. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this shit, man. Late night with the Cowboys, man. Appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. Hit that like button, help support the channel. Let help it grow, man. Help it grow, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. We finna kick off against these Colts who are going through it with their fearless leader away. But you know how it is. Make sure they looking proper. Oh, we looking proper. They should let us wear the way right now. Hey, right up. We up. Let's get it.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National
Football League. With a truck, gotta get that training. Hey man, are you gonna play truck? You gonna go training? I'm gonna train after this shit. I gotta get this Madden though.
But one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football.
You talking about the Madden train? Yeah. You got your wheel, bro? You still got a wheel problem over there? Or you got the wheel fixed? Look at that intro. Look at the Colts hitting the anvil out here, boy. Hey, look crunk out here.
On the visiting sideline, a look at the Cowboys head coach. His side, one of the hottest teams in the league over the last few months. They've won 9 of their last 10. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Colts. Their guys energized by this home crowd, ready for some football. referee has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're off in Indianapolis. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just...
Did y'all see how fast he hit that speed burst to the right? They got a female coach out here. Anthony Richardson Sr., man. He had 20-30 out here. He had a hell of a career. He done won about 3-4 Super Bowls. Shit, that boy is serious.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Completed to his running back. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by Deron Bland. Second down now.
I'm going to trust my defensive coordinator this game. Let's go.
At the 29-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Check.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Broncos.
Here he goes, third and long. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at fourth down. And I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. I'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Say, Mac, you what you playing tonight, man?
The way he took the completion,
get on that Gran Turismo tonight.
So much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
At the 22-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know.
Say, what's ATS, man?
For some great play action pass to come.
What up, Malcolm? You gonna get on that Gran Turismo tonight?
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards, and that moves them that much closer. 2nd and goal now from the 2. Another carry for him. And the defense wins this rep. It's stopped at the line, and now they've
I'm
got
on. I thought I got in
goal.
there. I was so close. You gotta give it to him again, right?
On a 2nd down run, the
So give it to his
focus
backup.
from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room
We
to
getting
get the
past
ball
that. That's
out.
what they want. Good, we'll take good as a coach.
2 yards away from a
Probably
touchdown
get us
to
in.
begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, blitz coming. Barney open. Maybe.
Looking to throw here.
We can't, boy.
Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready, go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. The right side hauled in by Komet. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or two. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, might as well punt it.
Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. The Colts ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Through midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line.
At the Colts 42-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll run here on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Say, Malcolm, you getting Drake Grizzly, you getting on that that
Aubrey now to kick this
Grant's
one
written
away.
on that.
Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we have been seeing so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hand it off to the back. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They're throwing it. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Take go.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
From the red zone now. Jump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down, because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
21. Colts, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts offense set to head out. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Play action, it's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
That's another.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
Going
yard.
again, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Quick throw is caught. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Number 16.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
70
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. On the move, headed right. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the first. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. 60, dragon 60.
Sticking to the air here. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And goes to the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun. It's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Looking quickly here.
For the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once more now, it's Richardson. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he takes it down to the 33. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready?
Richardson finds him on the slant. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he's got it. It's in close.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Colts get their first points of this game just before halftime. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game.
7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds the football outside. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Throwing from the gun.
4 yards on the pickup.
Finds his man over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
1st down, Dallas.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has it down close. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys piling it on going into halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him. which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the lefty, Michael Penix, putting this one on a dime. 34 yards to the end zone. The Chargers come away with a victory. They win by 6. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Dive play straight ahead. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Throwing on 2nd. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. That one connects. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
35, Colts 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready! Ready!
Motion the slot man right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Steps up and he's running with it. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Colts.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the air on this first down, Richardson has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Second and 1 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Catch made over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Down the left sideline he goes. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Colts cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Colts 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from him. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 42-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. Your jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
to the well again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Second down.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Aubrey puts it through, and the advantage now sits at 24.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
Ready.
Man in motion here. Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking from the gun, it's Richardson. Looking slant route, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Give now to the running back. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Blown back, it's the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Complete beyond the marker. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he gets back to the line, but no more. He'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 10-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. A 27-yard look here.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fields this one at the 3. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Lays out. What a catch. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Now give left side. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
To number 83. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Get it.
3rd and long for him here. He's got a man left. We'll have the 1st down and even more. Hits the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. You'll get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Plowing up the middle. He was brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check out.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
They give it to him again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that...
And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Richardson on 1st and 10. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Hits him on the in route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. Takes a tackle. He's still going. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Unlock line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson connecting on a slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Another Colts.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Ready? Here we go. Shot. 6. Ready. Go.
Play fake. It's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
The tackle by Benjamin.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Indy.